Hi, welcome to a perilous fight. This is Eye of the Tiger, Part 2. So it's a perilous fight going on. There's definite fight. People aren't happy. People are suffering. People are struggling. Two parents trying to make it are struggling. A single parent trying to make it is suffering. There's a suffering. It's a prolonged suffering. This is not how God intended it to be. So there's a spiritual warfare going on here. People are running their games and they're very calculated and manipulative, and sometimes it's really hard to read because they're very cool and collected. They're like actors. And this is, I guess, this is the stage where we are going to have a closing day. Um, so we have to engage this perilous fight. Young kids, you're in a perilous fight because mommy might have a lot of needs, daddy issues, and she has these needs that she stays with these bad men, and that seems to be more important to her than anything. That or the drugs, or too much booze. And so you have to start telling to get some help. That's just what you gotta do. And you have to be strong and you have to do it because you don't deserve to be in that bad situation. And hooray for the moms that have made the right decision and took the right action to get out of harm's way. But there's too many women dying. There's too many women getting beat. There's too many kids getting beaten, sexually abused, and emotionally and psychological warfare is going on. There's just too much of it. We need to start protecting ourselves, get some cameras out, get some mace out. People need to get some bats. People need to get smarter and understand that a lot of times the courts don't want to lock these criminals up because they don't want their taxes spent like that. And the criminals, I don't. When the criminals came into the area where I lived, because I was living in a hood at the time, it didn't make no sense. It's like, why are these, you know, we don't have much. Like, they took our laptops. I was like, why would you even come to these areas, you know? But this drugs is getting inside of these what might be otherwise a good guy, and it's kind of taken over. It's like, let's call it Satan or the devil are getting inside of them because they're doing evil acts. Because when you have home invasions, that is an invasion into a person's mind too. You take away their happiness and their peace of mind, and that's what the devil wants, right? So, people, there is a serious. I'm gonna replay the song here. There is a fight. Young guys, young girls, I'm telling you, you know what? Don't make babies until you're ready because it's a hard fight. You have child support, and sometimes they will come after you for child support, and it's a lot of stress if you don't have the money if you're not ready. And it's a lot of stress on mom or dad. Have the kids when you're ready, you know. And if you already have a couple of kids and you're done, it only takes, you know, uh, less than a minute to get pregnant. The circumstances, one thing could lead to another. All of a sudden, you're pregnant again. You don't want to be, you know. You can get your tubes tied and just have them not cut the tube. Just put a clamp on it like they did me. So in case you ever did want to have more children later on, you know, go get the pill. Use protection. There's a lot of people with AIDS and there's a lot of people with disease and they don't even know it. And they look healthy, you know. Um, you know, some things that women need to do is you need to go get your pap done once a year. You need to go get your breast thing. You need, if you're in Canada and you get it done for free, there's no excuse. Guys, you need to go and get a colonoscopy done at a certain age. And some of these things, and mammograms, these things need to be taken care of. And if you're in the States, I'm sure there's somewhere there, can't there be like Nurses Without Borders, uh, you know, and more help in just screening for these things. Um, on a micro level, like we really have to report crime at the pools, report things that you see, um, get your cameras out, evidence, ask questions. Like if you're going to an insurance agent if after a crash, you better make sure that you're tape recording what's going on in there. Don't sign anything until you know your rights. Um, if you have credit cards, ask your credit card company to lower the interest rate or look for a different credit card to transfer the balance over to. Financial knowledge is going to help you. Read Robert Kiyosaki's books. He knows what he's talking about. Think and Grow Rich. Once again, you just read this stuff. Start a small business and grow it and protect it. Protect your money. Don't leave money in your house. Put it in safety deposit box in the bank. Investment. Buy undervalued real estate. Learn when you go to buy a property. Um, you know, uh, maybe somebody's getting divorced. They gotta leave for another job. Maybe they won a lottery and they're like, I just want to sell this. Look for a deal so you can get ahead and then you can start helping people. You have to help. You can't forget where you came from. You can help somebody by looking for resources to some of the nonprofits and direct them over to them. You can go and start a nonprofit. You can get some grocery gift cards, and you can go into, a food store and give a single mom a grocery gift card. You can get on a bus. You can go down to like a social assistance office and look for broke people and help them out. So, and if you can help somebody become actualized, if somebody wants to become a teacher or a doctor, or if they want to start a business and it makes sense, maybe you can invest in that, and they can, you know, um, it's just this is a perilous fight, and we have to start doing things on a micro level. You know, find your happy. Go out to the States. You can fly in Southwest Airlines. You can take Southwest Airlines is a it's a cheap airline to fly. It really is. You could take a flight. I young people, I say get out of Canada. If you can get to the States, you get out there and make it happen. That's where it's still happening. You know, and it's a perilous fight. You get your dream, protect your dream, go for it. Forget what everybody else wants you to do. And start breathing some life into your kids' dreams. And, because you'd be surprised where, they can, they can take you. But remember to help God's other children. You can get out there, you can clean up the streets, you can spend a nice Sunday. You can go to church. Find a church there's some churches that they say something that turns me off and I go somewhere else. But find somewhere where you enjoy going. You go for a bite to eat with your family after. Go and hear the word of God. Hear what the minister, the priest, the pastor is saying. But also, keep alert, because you want to make sure these people have integrity. And who are these people? What are they about? Do they have street credibility? When it comes to your money, you ought to be smart about it. Don't just let anybody in a suit, or anybody that can, talk a good game, get at your money. You got to protect your money. You got to be smarter with your money. Like some of these commercials I see on TV, I just can't even believe they're allowed on TV. When you're booking a flight online, you go right to the airlines and book it. You're booking a hotel, call up the hotel and book it. Do any question you ever have. It's a different world now. You just Google it. Even Google I don't fully understand, because Google used to have more credibility. Now they take paid advertisements, so is it the most current? No, it's not the most current, up to date. That's first. Now it's who paid to get first. I mean, they had a multi-billion-dollar, market cap worth. You know, listen to the stock market, because that's your dollars that are funding these companies. Listen to the business stations, I mean, and do some research. What does stocks mean? What does market cap mean? What does NASDAQ? What is the Dow? You know, and find out how that works. What's it about? Empower yourself. Listen to some, financial educational YouTube videos, and to empower yourself, to give yourself the life that you want. In the States, the dream is possible. You want to buy a vacation home, and you want to have some land, and you want to have save some animals. Sometimes you're safest to have some animals around you. They make you laugh. You can trust them. And sometimes it's the people closest to you that'll do the most damage to you. Younger ones, you gotta watch out for the older, bitter ones that give up on their dream. That they're not going for a dream. That they're mad that they didn't have it. That they hate women because they get rejected. And that are just manipulating you. If is a girl out there that you want, and she's a good person and you want her, you're the man, you gotta make it happen. But you gotta bring something to the table, right? Which is not man drama. I don't want to hear about it. Your pissy little whiny ass attitude, no. Be a man. You gotta get educated, and that's real world education too. You have to be what God intended you to be. And she'll find humor in that. She'll find humor in what I mean by that is she's gonna see how you're gonna be a little crazy trying to get there, trying to figure out the puzzle, and she'll find humor. So you don't have to try to make her laugh to like trick her into thinking you're some charming, funny guy, And don't go near them if you do drugs. Go take care of that. If you're angry and bitter, go get some anger management. Go burn off some steam somewhere. You know? Don't be surprised, because one day you'll hit a woman. There's a woman, I watched it, and she, um, she was actually, I saw it on TV. She was turning some tricks, and the guy tried to steal her money. She took out a razor blade, and she got his balls off. She said, "I've never seen so much blood." I couldn't even believe that she said that. But she said he didn't think I could be a man. In that moment, she goes, "I could be a man." She just flipped the switch, and that was it. And then Medea, Medea. Medea. Tyler Perry's Medea, the character. And she told that woman in that movie, I leave some hot grits on the stove. He hits you again. And then she walked out. So you guys, you don't know what's coming down the pipeline, because women are getting fed up. You don't know if it's Mace. You don't know if it's the Bat. You don't know if she's just gonna, get some hot grease and some grits. So you don't know if she's gonna go ape shit on your ass. Stop using her as a whipping post because, they took it to you. They took it to you, not her. And you can't go crying when she leaves you, because she will eventually. I know in your mind, you're such the perfect guy. That in your land, your world, she'll never leave. She will. It takes time, but she will. So you don't need to lose the love of your life. Treat her right. Get yourself together. Provide. If she's going to contribute, you better believe all women should contribute. Take your family to church, to lunch. Take her out shopping. If you don't like to shop, sit your butt down and tell her, say, "Can you go get me some food? And here's some money. Go shop." Take care of her. Cook a meal. Take the garbage out. Stop whining. She ain't there to service you. She's not Mr. Luke. You know? That's it. Just And if you want her, talk to her, make it happen, and be a man. And stop expecting her to read your mind and be all mad and no women, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? It's, you gotta be a man. You gotta make it happen. And, that's it.